Hello and welcome back to Stride Place, home of the Porter's Terriers. As that was actually the buzzer for warm-ups, as we're getting set to do Game 13 of the Central Plains Showcase. It's going to be the Central Plains Capitals, the hosting team, versus the Westman Wildcats. And the pucks are actually just getting put away from warm-ups. And we're going to get it set and underway. Trying to see who our goalies are to start here today in this matchup. The next game after this one here on gshowproductions.uscreen.io, it's going to be the Winnipeg Ice taking on the Prince Albert Northern Bears, and that one's going to be coming at you at 5:15 directly after ours is done. About 20-25 minutes, give or take. A look at the teams in their little huddles. There's the Central Plains Capitals to our left, and to our right, breaking up their huddle, the Westman Wildcats. And it looks like the Wildcats are going to be starting number 1, Shannon Hees. And to our left, the Central Plains Capitals, are going to be starting number 1, Bailey Schwartz. And again, to our right in net for the Westman Wildcats, it's Shannon Hees. Players are at center ice. The ref's at center. Puck is dropped and we're underway. The Westman Wildcats are going to have it as Smith is going to take possession of it. Pass over to the far side. Snyder going to get a little pass in towards the zone. Zubik on it. Going to try and set it up. Chipped over and almost hits Marginet in the helmet. Smith bringing it back to pass back to Baranek. Pass over to Snyder and looking to set it up. Pass up to Smith. And Smith going back into their own zone. Gonna cut to the inside or outside on the near side. That's gonna be a turnover as Cameron has possession of it. A shot to the blocker side. A little bit of a blocker put away for it from Hees. And that's our first shot of the game. I believe it was. It looked like it hit the blocker, but I don't think it's gonna be a shot. And they're gonna call that one a delayed offside. And with possession of it, it's going to be Eva Snyder looking to chip it over. That's going to be a high stick and waved off as the Capitals touch it. Going beside Hees. Pass in front. The far side to Twardick. And it's going to be a board battle to start us off already in the Wildcats zone. It's going to pop loose and Twardick going to have possession of it. Twardick looking to pass it over there to Hebrunik. Can't get it cleanly, and it's going to be chipped back towards the blue line and kept in by Martin. Back in the Wildcats territory. A little bit of a cross-check there. No call on the play. It's going to be pushed in. Hebrunik going to try and send it over. It gets there now. That's going to be shot the other way. Macbeth at the circle. Going to push it more into the zone. Around the board it goes. Looks like there's a couple numbers here that aren't on the rosters as well. That's going to be a shot on, though. Like a sharp angle shot. That's going to be our first shot of the game now. Trying to push it out. The Wildcats take behind their own zone. Macbeth trying to keep it in. Just gets a little tap on it. And it's going to go back into the Capital zone. Schwartz going to play it up. It's going to go into the Wildcats zone. Henwood going to send it. I thought she was going to send it up there to Holmson. Instead, it's going to go behind the net where Perkins going to play it. Perkin going to try and make some moves to get around the defense attacking her, and she's going to take it up ice. Crossing the blue line is Perkin. Perkin going to pass to the center. Looked like she was going to go for the wraparound. Decides to pass it to the center. No one there to receive it cleanly, though. Holmson trying to send it back in. Makes its way to the ringette line and a little bit further. And almost an offside call there. A little bit of a scrum. Going to be passed off the boards from Cameron. And it's going to be in the Westman Wildcats zone, and it's going to be dumped in there by looks like Lucy Waldner. Long lead pass, looking for Laycock. Doesn't make its way there, and it's going to be offside. Franklin just getting over the zone as a Wildcat did not exit the zone right when she entered. Looked like it was pretty close to, though. I believe it was Ivy Fry that was still offside. Face off to the near side, just outside the Capital zone. And it's going to be won by the Wildcats. Fry sends it up. Liver looking to go to the outside, doesn't make its way there. As someone's going to lose their balance. Fry over to Waldner. Long lead pass, and it's a breakout. 2-on-0. Make it a 1-on-0, a shot. It's going to go wide of the net. Liver had a nice look there to get our first of the game. And it's going to go all the way back into the Wildcat zone. Fry looking to pass it up to Smith. Gets off Smith's stick. Or it does not, I should say. And that one's going to be called for an icing. No change for the Wildcats. It's going to go all the way back in the Wildcats zone. And it looks like it's going to be to the right of Hees. And the face-off going to be a little tie-up. Capitals did win it, but it's going to be stolen by Fry. We're looking to send it over to Smith. Intercepted, though, just for a little momentarily. And it's pushed back in. It's going to be a little race for it. Looks like Zubik going in after it, and she passes it over there to Moorkirk on the near side. Pass back to the blue line. Send it over Bronick with a shot over to Snyder. Snyder, nice shot, hits the post. Bronick, let him get it out. Can't. Herbrunick with it. Herbrunick, a drop pass, a shot. Save made by Schwartz. Bronick had a nice look. Oh, whoa, it was Snyder. They looked exactly the same, except for that one little line there. Face-off going to be to the right of Schwartz. Everyone at the face-off dot. It's going to be a tie-up pushed back by the Capitals. Macbeth going to go in after it. Wrong trying to hold it in. It's held in. As Astle able to keep it and push it down low. All the way to the far side now, Legal. Pushes it up to Linz. Now Linz entering the blue line on the far side. Going to try and get around. Snyder trying to push the center. Martin a shot wide of the net. It's going to be Linz though. Wraparound chance. Looking to force it. Just going to bounce wide. Macbeth looking to center it as well. Does make its way to the net. That's going to be Perkin on it now. Has some help and Shearer. A shot. Blocker. Save made by Schwartz. And the Capitals going to take it back the other way. Linz just going to dump it in just to the far side across from Hees to her right. Let's pass up to Holmson. Stop there and back in the Wildcats zone. A pass up to Holmson. And it's going to come out of the Capital zone up towards neutral territory. And shot back in by the Capitals to the Wildcats zone. Hees goes to play it. Henwood with it. Henwood going to bank it off the boards, trying to get it out. It's held in. And it's going to go behind the net here. A wraparound chance. Has a player in front. Doesn't make its way there. And it's going to go actually to the stick of Robertson. And she's losing her balance. And the Capitals on it. Schnell looking to try and throw it in deep. But it's not. Henwood going to throw it around the boards. Mann going to chip it up the boards as well. And it's chipped off the boards. Zubik going to pick it up. Perkin going to try and attack Zubik. And it's going to be pushed up the ice to the far side. And it's going to be shot all the way into the Capital zone to the near side. And then it's going to come out to center. Looks like Laycock trying to get it deeper into the Capital zone, or the Wildcat zone, sorry. That's going to be Mireless trying to push the other way. Doesn't make its way there. It's going to be Waldner pushing it in. Chance now on the outside. A little move in. Looking for the center. It's going to be turnover. And it's going to be shot in by Franklin. And Sean's going to get possession of it. Sean's going to push it up a little bit for Laycock. Fry is there. Sean's having to help Laycock out. It's Fry trying to make that puck loose. Turn all the way to the other side. Shantz. That's a chance here. Looking for some help. Gonna be Laycock helping out. Gonna just come loose, but it's held in. Thrown back in, trying to keep it in a tie-up, and it's just gonna come over the blue line. Capital just gonna have to reset. Frost gonna throw it in. It's gonna be played by He's gonna leave it. Baronic almost a second too late, as Capital almost got possession of it. And it's a long lead pass. Goes off the stick there of Frost, I believe. And it's going to go back into the Wildcats zone now. Thrown back, and it's a chip up ahead. Looking for Twardick. Looks like it's almost chipped by Twardick into the zone. Not enough for icing. And it's going to be turned all the way by Hyde. Hyde looking for a long lead pass on the near side board. Not enough, but Schneider going to grab it. And chances Henwood going to try and enter the zone through the middle. Doesn't make it through there. Near side now, Perkin moving it up off of Perkins' shin, it looks like. And she's going to enter the zone. She's going to get taken down. No call in the play for anything. A chance now, looking for it. A nice save there by Schwartz. It's Holmson looking for the first goal of the game here. And now it's a chance, and it's going to be offside. 11:28 left to go here in the first, as the Wildcats getting 4 shots on net already, as the Capitals getting 1. Face-off going to be just outside the Wildcats zone in front of their bench. Face-off won by the Capitals, pushed back to McBeth at the face-off circle. It's going to be passed up ahead. And it looks like Franklin going to try and chip it to get it ahead. And she does. Someone loses a glove, I believe. And it's one of the Capitals trying to send it back to Legal. But she was trying to put her glove back on. Boulanger trying to keep the coverage there. And it's going to be sent all the way up. As Boulanger going to go for a change. Fry sending it across. Looking for a pass. Franklin whiffs it, but she's going to take it in. She's now chipping it into the Capital zone. Hyde going to throw it behind. Pass up to McBeth. Goes off her stick and it's going to hit Martin's stick. We're going to have a potential icing call. And they're going to wave it off. There's a close race there. Trying to knock it loose. It's going to go up to Habrunik's stick. Habrunik has help on the far side. Bringing up the far side now. It's Shear. Shear looking to cut to the center. It's checked away there from a Capital. And it's going to come out of the Wildcats zone as it was trying to be played back in. And Habrunik going to try and enter it here on the near side. It's going to go down low. Zubik going to go and play it behind her own net. And she's going to bring it up. Has 2 attackers on. Trying to turn it over. Is the Wildcats going to be flipped out more towards center ice. And Baronic has it. Zubik. I believe Baronic was trying to get it deeper in the zone. Zubik intercepting it. And a little bit of a stick check. It's now Capitals. It's a chance now. Schnell. Delayed offside. Taryn. Unsure. They all have to regroup. But the Wildcats gonna keep it. Capitals bench trying to get a hold of the players out there on the ice, saying it's offside. I didn't really get it. But the puck comes out and they all regroup anyways. Frost pushing it ahead. Taryn almost had it on her stick, but it's gonna be Baronic with it. Baronic's got Holmson with her, and a penalty drawn. It's going to be our first penalty, brought to you by Can Central Sports Card, the memorabilia. And it's going to be the captain, Olivia Taylor Taryn, sorry. She's going to draw the first penalty of the game. Again, this one, power play, is brought to you by Can Central Sports Cards, the memorabilia. 9:13 left to go in the first. Face off to the left of Schwartz. It's at the blue line, pushed back down low. Holmson, a shot in the slot by Perkin. Wasn't Perkin, it was Perkin. Schwartz gloves it down. 1:53 already left to go in Taryn's penalty. That last play was worth 7 seconds. Face off, pulled back by the Capitals. Frost gonna try and send it out, and she does. The penalty to Taryn there was a hooking call. That's going to be Franklin behind her own net. Passing it far side. It's going to be brought in to center ice by Shear. Shear with a lot of speed, cutting to the middle of the shot. And it's saved by Schwartz and called the whistle. The shots are now 6-1 after. And the face-off's gonna be to the right of Schwartz. Power play unit, Fry. Gonna pass it over to Franklin. Franklin, puck bounces over her stick almost and loses possession. It's all the way down in the Wildcats zone. Fry gonna play it behind her own net. And she's gonna hold it there. And she's gonna try and get something winded up. Fry passing it up to Perkin. Perkin crosses through center, cuts to the middle. Perkin across the blue line. Looking for some help. Passing it over to Waldner. Waldner back to Perkin. Perkin looking back door for Waldner. Doesn't seem to find it. Thrown back. Waldner. Waldner has help back door. A shot, scores! Power play goal for the Wildcats by Ivy Perkin. It's 1-0 Wildcats. The goal horn plays, and it's going to be Metallica as Ivy Perkin crossing the bench. Now she's going to get the first one here in the game for both the Wildcats in the first of the game. And the Capitals down 1-0 now. We're at center ice. Capitals win the face-off. And looks like Zubik gonna rifle it in. Martinet gonna try and play it around the boards. Push loose. And looking for a pass now. A fake pass there. Passing down low. Looking for a centering pass. Doesn't make its way there. That's gonna be flipped all the way out of the zone by Fry. Or by Hebrunik, sorry. Sean's gonna flip all the way around her net. Intercepted. Trying to push it in. They can't. And it's in the skates of Sean. So it's a turnover. A shot. Save made by Schwartz. Almost coming out of her crease. And it's going to be in the corner. Don't know who that is, but it's a save by Sean. It's going to go to Henwood. Henwood trying to get it towards the net. It's blocked by Motorkirk. It's behind the net now. Looking for a T. Looking at a centering pass now. Looking for a chance. It's loose in front. Still loose. And trying to take it out is Mowerkirk. She's going to lose it in the skates, though. Trying to keep it in. Trying to get it out. And it's going to be the Capitals' turn now to try and strike. Mowerkirk has some help with her just behind the skate of Marginet. As we turn the other way. Hanwood looking to flip it towards center. She does. Waldner going to enter the zone. Has man with her. Waldner got a centering pass as well. Going to take it around the net to protect it. Going to drop towards the blue line. Fry passing it across. Believe the pass was for man, but man did not receive it. And it's going to go the other way. Loose in the jersey there, looks like. It's dropped now. And it's going to be trying to shoot it out of the zone. It's held in just for momentarily. And it's going to be played hide. Going to have to pass it all the way back. Set up pass now. Martin going in to chase it. Fry has possession. Passing it over to Franklin on the far side. Passing it up ahead. Looks like a nice chance. Another chance here. It's going to be Holmson bringing it in this time. Macbeth's going to have possession. Pass it up to Martin. And it's a breakaway chance here now for Taryn. Taryn all alone. A fake. A shot and she scores. Taylor Taryn gets the first one for the Capitals. Nice breakaway play. And she's going to fake the shot, take it backhand, forehand, and put it behind Shannon Hayes for a 1-1 hockey game. Again, a nice fake there from Taylor Taryn. I believe he's shot. She was going to take the shot. Decides to go in the butterfly or the spread eagle almost. Doesn't make its way as Taryn going to find the back of the net. And it's going to be tipped in already. Twardick. Icing waved off. Just trying to get to Macbeth, but it's going to be Perkins' stick. A chance in the center. Not enough on it by Robertson. It's going to go to Ray now. Ray going to pass it ahead by Taryn. And Taryn going to have to chase it after it. And Snyder cutting off Taryn's access to it. Going to go around. Schnell trying to get it. It's going to be a chance now for Robertson. Robertson on the outside, going to just try and chip it. And it's a block right there for Zoe Shantz. Oh, and Sean's going to make a move. Getting around Man. Man trying to block the board. Somehow gets around her. And it's going to be played up the boards to Habrunik and up the ice. And now it's a 3-on-1 if they can hurry. Twardick. Going to be checked from behind by Morlis. Or Markirk, sorry. And played back to the blue line. The pass. Henwood. Passing it over. Looking for a lane. Shot. Rebound. Gloved up by Schwartz. And it looks like Twardick was trying to cut to the net a little too much. Schwartz trying to push her away. Might have said whistle. With 4:31 left to go here in the first. The shots are 11-2 in favor of the Wildcats. And the face-off's going to be to the right of Schwartz. Face-off won by the Wildcats. Pushed back to the blue line. Franklin trying to take a shot. Whiffed on it again. Moorkirk trying to get it out. She whiffed it as well. Lifts her stick just a little bit. Looking for a lane. A blocker, or a kick pad save, sorry. Moorkirk looking to send it out. It's kept in there at the blue line by Franklin. Franklin trying to keep it in. It's another chance if Moorkirk can get it. She can. And it's at center ice now. Back towards the Wildcat zone. It's Fry. Setting it over and a pass up there to Liver. Liver entering the zone through the middle. Gets through the legs. A shot. Save made by Schwartz. Now it's Liver getting it through the skates and picking it back up on the other side of them and trying to beat Schwartz on the glove side, I believe. Schwartz says nuh-uh. And the face-off will be to the right of Schwartz. That's going to be won by the Capitals. Moorkirk going to send it around. The Capitals are looking to get something started as well now. It's going to be in a zone. They're going to wave off icing here. There's not enough on the distance for the puck. It's around the wall. And it's going to be played. And it's going to end up on the stick of here, Peyton Smith. Trying to chip it in deeper. And it's going to be turned around. It's going to be going back into the Capital zone. As Cameron going to play it up ahead. Past the head. I thought it was for Moorkirk. It's not. Going to try and get it to McBess. And Perkin going to pick it up. And she's going to try and enter the zone. Perkin on a tough angle there. Looking for a pass. Dropping it back to Perkin. Looking for a centering pass in the slot. Deflected by Taryn. And they're going to scramble for it. It's back to the blue line man. Passing it over. Henwood shot. Save made by Schwartz. And they're still in a battle for it, and it's going to come loose. It's Taryn with it now. Taryn getting tripped up. And there's going to be a penalty here brought to you by Can Central Sports Cards and Memorabilia. And it's going to be Henwood going to the box for tripping. Thought Taryn had a little bit of a little bit further on her. And Henwood gets the stick into the skates and draws it. And Taryn draws the penalty, sorry. Face-off going to be to the right of Hees. It's going to be won by the Capitals. Pushed back Zubik. Zubik a snapshot. Save made by Hees. 2:39 left to go here in the first. The Wildcats striking first. The Capitals coming back to tie it up. And we're leading into a 1-1 tie here. And the face-off to the left is Schwartz. Won by the Capitals with Zubik. Across the ice. Shots a shot. Wide of the net. Schnell behind it. Linz trying to pass it all the way to Sean's just out of her reach. And they're going to have to regroup with Sean's getting possession of it. We're looking towards Zubik, but it's going to go all the way up to Schnell, and Schnell going to tip it in the zone. Trying to fire it out just over Zubik and all the way out of the zone. Schwartz going to leave it there for Sean's. And there's a little bit of pressure here by Habrunik. Played over to Zubik. Zubik going to go all the way around her net. Habrunik trying to stick check, but Zubik's got some speed entering the zone on the far side. Zubik going to leave it there. Sean's going to try and move it. It's loose. They're going to push back to the blue line. Frost Gonna slow it down, push back towards the face-off circle. Macbeth gonna turn. Was gonna take it behind the goal line, I believe. Not Frost. Fakes it over to Zubik. Passes it over. Zubik, a shot. Saved by Hees off the pad. Rebound. Where is it? It's loose somewhere. No, it's covered now by Shannon Hees. What an interesting chance for the Capitals off the rebound. But it's Hees making the save. 14-5 the shots in favor of the Wildcats. And I believe we're going to have 4-on-4. Sierra Martin, I believe, just got a penalty for cross-checking. So we're going to have some 4-on-4 action here. And then the power play will be handed over to the Wildcats. And that, again, is going to be brought to you by Kent Central Sports Cards and Memorabilia. Face off to the left of Schwartz. Pulled back to Fry at the blue line. Pushing towards the net. It's paddled away by Schwartz. It's going to be a pass over. I believe it was intended for Fry, and it's intercepted. And Taryn entering the zone, dumping it in, and making a move around. The battle there behind the net. Trying to get it loose. Cameron and Zubik or Taryn. Taryn tying man up. And now they're all almost getting in there, and it's going to be whistled down. The puck did not come loose. They're going to call it a dead puck. 57.2 seconds left to go here in the first. And what has been a back-and-forth game here so far in the first. 12 seconds left of the penalty to Addison Henwood. And that said, 12 seconds, the Wildcats are going to be going on the power play. And the face-off's won by the Wildcats in their own zone. It's a battle, and the Wildcats are going to be able to get it out. It's going to be rifled back in, and it's now a 5-on-4 for the Wildcats. The pass over, Perkin. Perkin trying to center it towards center ice, can't. Legault trying to play it in, can't. It's Perkin now the other way on the near side. I thought she was going to drop it for Holmson, doesn't. It's going to be sent out. It's going to make its way out, it will. 22 seconds left to go in the Wildcats, and a little bit of pressure from Mowerkirk. Baronic going to take up behind her own net. 15 seconds left, going to try and get something set up. It's a pass over to Perkin on the near side. Perkin going to cross over the blue line. Perkin towards the middle, looking for behind the legs deke or something there. And it's going to be Capital. They're going to push it off the boards, and that's going to do it for the first period of play here at Stride Place. It's a 1-1 tie going into the first intermission, and there will be a power play to the Wildcats as Sierra Martin's going to stay in the box right after we start the second. We're going to get the ice cleaned up. We'll be back and ready to roll in just 20 minutes-ish. I'll see you then.
Can Central Sports Cards and Memorabilia offers the widest selection of sports cards and signed memorabilia in the city. For dedicated casual and new collectors, Can Central Sports Cards and Memorabilia has everything a collector could ask for. Everything we sell is stored with care, and with help from our knowledgeable team, we'll help you find exactly what you're looking for. We carry Upper Deck hockey card brands like Series 1 and 2, the Cup, Ultimate, SPA, and plenty more. So what are you waiting for? Come down to Can Central Sports Cards and Memorabilia, Winnipeg's premier sports cards and memorabilia store.
Welcome back to the Stride Place, home of the Portage Terriers and home of the 2025 Central Plains Showcase. The Zambonis just getting off the ice, just across the center. He's going to turn around there. A little look at the logo of the Terriers as well. Looks like. And we're waiting to get this second period underway. The next game here is going to be live on gshowproductions.uscreen.io. It's going to be the Winnipeg Ice taking on the Prince Albert Northern Bears. And that one's coming in at 5:15. As again, we're going to come back to this one. It's 1-1 tie between the Capitals and the Wildcats. And the Wildcats are going to be on power play for 34 seconds. It happened originally in the first, and it's going to carry over. So that's going to be an Elite Prospects power play for you. That Moni's just heading to the gates. And it's going to leave some snow there, and they'll have to shovel that up. Sounds like we got some country on the speakers now. Going to watch both tunnels here, especially Gino's tunnel. I don't know, the refs and the coaches might come out there, but I do know that the players originally came out this way. And the Wildcats going to have Shannon Hees lead them out to the ice surface. Now she's been 4 for 5 here. I don't know if the Capitals going to come out of Gino's tunnel there. Maybe, maybe not. And it sounds like there's some more Nickelback over the speakers now. And it's Burn It to the Ground as we're getting closer and closer to the second period. I'm just waiting for those gates to close. And there's the Capital coach coming out of Gino's tunnel. And the referees also coming out of Gino's tunnel as well now. And again, Shannon He's going to lead the Wildcats out to the ice surface. As again, it's a 1-1 tie going into the second here. So there's one of the two teams we're going to need out to the ice surface. The ref's going to get the nets on the pegs. I will say, I do like where this showcase has been held. I've been in this arena once before, and it's actually popped out a lot to me. Don't know why. Some of the things they do at the Terrier games, though, it's really, really nice. Might not be able to see it, but they do have a best seat in the house. And that's just to our left side, where Shannon Hees is warming up just in that corner in the territory here. It's like a little seat upgrade, though, that I've seen. It's really cool. It's like a big couch or a big chair. And I think you can fit like 3 people maybe on there. I don't know. The nets are on. And we are just awaiting the Central Plains Capitals now. And there they are, coming out across from Gino's tunnel. Just waiting here. Don't know what we're waiting for. Maybe someone to lead them out. Like Shannon, he's leading out the Wildcats. And I was right. Bailey Schwartz leading out the Capitals to the ice surface here for the second period of play. The coaches making their way out of Gino's tunnel now. little bit of a huddle right at the blue line there for the Wildcats. Probably discussing what they're going to do for this 34 seconds here to the penalty to Sierra Martin. As she enters the box now. And again, the next game here is going to be the Winnipeg Ice taking on the Prince Albert Northern Mares. There's been 11 teams in the showcase, I believe. Maybe 12. It is 11, I'm confirmed. So again, a look into the opening face-off circle. We're going to get the second period underway. Capital's going to win the draw and just going to shoot it into the Wildcats zone. Oh, it must have hit a pole or something there. And it's going to go back the other way. It's going to be Waldner looking for a shot. Sean's sliding all the way to the other side. And it's going to go to the slide she wasn't there for. Holmeson moved it behind the net, bringing it out. Holmeson looking for a lane. Like a walk in the park. It's over to Fry. Fry lost it for a second. Gets it back. Franklin poke checking over. And now we're back to even strengths. Perkin with it. Doing a little L2 action. Meaning back skating. A shot almost tipped in front. Wide of the net. Fry was trying to get possession of it. It's pushed more into the Capital zone and flipped out to center ice. Franklin in the Wildcats zone going to grab it. It's going to be a little mistake there. Malmstrom a shot. Save made by Hayes. Nice reaction time there from Shannon Hayes. That's a little bit of a oopsie doopsie. And it was a great chance there for Madeline Mowerkirk. And she's going to stop that quickly. Face off to the left of Hayes. And it's going to be won by the Wildcats. Pushed back towards the circle and flipped out towards center ice. It's a race now. Twardick on it. Twardick cutting to the middle. And it's just going to glide just ahead of her stick. And it's going to go more towards the corner. And it's going to be grabbed and flipped out towards center. Kept in though at the blue line. And thrown back in. Twardick had possession. Flipped out off the glass. And it's still inside the Capital zone. And it's going to be pushed back in there by Henwood. Back behind the net. Twardick going to pass it more towards the corner. And it's going to go to Henwood. Henwood taking a little bit of a snapshot. It's the wrist. It's in the back of the net. Henwood was going to the bench. Didn't really notice where it was going. She was going for a line change. And there's a tip in front. She might get an assist on that. I'm not sure. But it's going to be Quinn Twardick with the tip. After Henwood's shot. And it's going to get by Bailey Schwartz for a 2-1 lead now for the Wildcats. I'm not sure how that one even found its way in. It looked like Schwartz had the initial save. Bobbled around for sure though. Waldner throwing that puck in. And we're now at center ice for another face-off here in the second. It's going to be won by the Wildcats. And it's going to be Peyton Smith trying to throw it in. Pass intended for Legal. And it's going to be chipped out of the zone. Liver throwing it over there to Waldner. Or no, that was Baronic, sorry. Waldner's a little bit head up in the play. Offside, nope, they're clear. It's going to be Linz with it. Linz looking for passes. Schnell going to tip it. It's bouncing around now as it goes off Baronic's body somewhere. And this rifled all the way into the Capital zone. Schwartz going to play to the near side. And it's going to be almost out of the blue line. Perkin trying to push it in. She has possession. She's got Waldner with her. Perkin looking for a lane. Back to the blue line. Fry a shot. Tipped in front. And it's going to go wide of the net. And it's going to be thrown all the way around. Fry going to try and keep it in. She does. Back in the corner. It's Perkin. Perkin, a little bit of nifty move with the stick to get it more into the dot there. And that's a shot, hopefully by Holmeson. And it's over the net, I believe. That's Fry, I believe, signaled and hoorays, thinking it went in. That's Franklin, though. A shot, blocked. Now to Fry. Fry, a shot! Blocked in front. Trying to get it out. It's going to be Robertson grabbing it. And it's going to be loose, and it's going to be Linz now. Chipping it out towards the Wildcat zone. And it's going to be an icing call. And the face-off's going to come all the way back into the Capital zone. And the Wildcats are going to get a line change. I believe that group is already out. It's going to be to the right of Schwartz. It's a little bit of a tie-up, won by the Wildcats. Looking for a pass. Pass it back there to Henwood. Henwood leaving it back for Mann. Mann. Henwood walking in. It's going to be a little switch. Assel going to go towards the blue line. Pass down to Henwood. At the blue line. Pass over to Assel. Assel couldn't get it cleanly. She's going to throw it all the way around again. Macbeth kind of touched it. It's going to slide over. It was Ray sending a pass over. And it's B. Legal now. Trying to break through. And she does. It's going to be all the way in the Wildcat zone. 4 Capitals got a change here. Man, going to try and throw it up ice. It's going to be kept in by Mirless. And it's going to be Henwood throwing it over. Herbrunik looking for a long lead pass there to Twardick. Twardick off for a change. The whole Wildcats getting a change. And it's going to be thrown up to ice. Mirless leaving it there. No icing on the play. Doesn't even have enough Snyder there to play it. And she's going to play it back towards the near side. Oh, and a little bit of a... I don't know what happened there. And a little bit of a pushing and shoving after by Waldner and a whole bunch. Play's moving ahead, though. That's a chance here. Liber shot. I believe the initial shot was turned away. I don't even know if it was a shot. And it's going to go back the other way. Zubik just kind of throws it in there and going to go casually play it off for a skate. And a little bit of a fall there. A little bit of pushing and shoving after. And it's going to be Smith taking, and we're going to have a whistle here. As the play was ahead. And I believe there was some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Or, oh, the net also came off, it looks like. Net came off the pegs. I believe the face-off will stay in the Wildcat zone. And it will, I believe. It's gonna be to the right of Hees. Little bouncing puck won by the Capitals. Frost gonna play it down low around the net. Mowerkirk trying to get in, find a way to keep it in. Fry receives the pass from behind the net. It's going to be sent up now. Holmson. It's going to be turned around and over. And it's going to be covered by Hees. As I believe it just slid under her glove for a second. But nonetheless, there is a whistle. And the faceoff will be to the left of Hees. No line changes yet. Back to towards the ringette line. A shot on. Kick pad saved by Hees. Alright, was thinking of coming in to play it. Doesn't it? Richter almost going 5-hole on Hees. But Hees going to grab the rebound and jump on it. And the shot's 16-9 in favor of the Wildcats. As they're also holding a 2-1 lead while the Capitals look to put a tie back in place. Face off to the left of Hees. A little bit of miscommunication and missighting here for me. Looks like. And a little bit of the players on the ice. Frost trying to keep it in. Can't keep it in. It's pushed out. 2 Capitals are behind the play. It's going to be a chance now. It's going to be Henwood. Henwood going all the way around the net. A little bit of contact. And Henwood going to be able to keep it down low. Henwood trying to find a spot. She does. It's going to be a shot on. Block by Mowerkirk. They keep this one close. Man at the blue line now. Pushing it down. Was looking for Asta. Asta, I believe, kicks it off her skates. Another shot, though. In the front. Can't see it. And it's going to be on the stick of Herbrunik all the way around the boards. Now to the near side. Long lead pass intercepted there by Liver. And Liver going to turn it up ice on the far side. She's going to chip it in and go after it herself. Sean's going to throw it to the other side as Liver was going after it. And Snyder going to go in and try and battle against it. Trying to kick it loose. Or something. Perkin losing her balance. Or no, that was Waldner, sorry. They are going to close in. And I did not hear a whistle. But they're going to call it a dead puck. Again, I did not hear a whistle at all. I don't think it was blown. but they were closing in to move it. Face off going to be to the left of Schwartz. It's going to be a little bit of a tie-up. Wildcats do win it back to point. Snyder throwing it down low. Liver with behind the net. Throwing it behind, looking for a centering pass, not there. As Legal was there to stop that centering pass now. In the corner. Trying to throw it back towards the center, and they can. Now comes the Capitals with charge. The chance now. Martin to Boulanger. Boulanger trying to get it on net. Can't. Got a stick check though. As I believe that was Perkin or Franklin who lost their balance. Or who was it? It was Waldner who lost their balance as the play is in the Capital zone behind the net. It's going to be Smith. I believe she was looking for Perkin. Perkin wasn't in the play yet. And it's going to be Fry's possession, sending it up to Franklin. Franklin with a little bit of a cut. Shot on. Patted away there by Schwartz. And it's going to be a little bit of a mistake there by Robertson. And it's going to come out of the zone. And Franklin going to have to skate all the way back and try and grab it. And she's going to flip it to the near side. Robertson trying to leave it for Perkin. It's going to be turned over now. Schnell, a little bit of contact here in the middle of the blue line. And it's going to go back the other way for a little bit. Zubik now with possession. It's going to be off a skate now to Ray. Center ice trying to kick it. I don't even know what's happening here. The puck's going all over the place in so many different ways. Now it's going to be dumped in to the Wildcats zone, I will say, off of Franklin's glove, I will say. Franklin going to throw it over. Looks like it's going to be a pass looking for Perkin off her stick. But it's going to be a chance now, 2-on-1. Robertson over to Perkin. Just out of her reach. Back to the blue line now for Mann. Was looking for Perkins. Perkins getting a line change. And it's going to be flipped down the other way. No ice on the play. And it's going to be Henwood grabbing it. I believe Astle calling for something. Henwood going to try and push it all the way up the near side boards. Going to get it over to Twardick. Twardick a shot. Glove down by Schwartz. 11:21 left to go here in the second. 19-9 the shot in favor of the Westman Wildcats. This game has gone back and forth. You can just feel the momentum and the intensity picking up even up here. Face off. It's going to go back to Mann at the blue line. Mann throwing it down low. Habrunik going to throw it all the way behind the boards. Back behind the net. Little battle there. I believe that's Astle there. Mann trying to come towards the center at the ringette line. It's going to come loose. I believe that pass was also intended for Mann. Mann has shot though. Tip in front. It's loose at the goal line. And it's going to, I believe it's going to come out of the zone. It will. It's going to be Taryn throwing it in. Taryn grabbing her own rebound off the board. And that pass is going to go wide of the net. Potential 2-on-1 now. Twardick. That's going to be a 2-on-1 the other way. As the Capitals have the two. Thrown back towards the blue line. Pushed in deep. And another chance here. And Schwartz going to grab that and cover it for the whistle. Again, like I said, you can feel the momentum and the bit of intensity going back and forth, even up in the booth here. And this face-off will be to the right of Schwartz. 10:34 left to go in the second. Face-off won by the Capitals. Macbeth's going to throw it behind her own net. Leave it for Legal. Legal going to pass it up to Marganet. A little bit of miscommunication as Mowerkirk and Lenz collide. And it's going to go back the other way now for the Wildcats. Looking to break three. They can. It's going to go all the way around. Snyder going to come in from the blue line to play it. Snyder now also going to try and play the centering pass back to Waldner. A shot, a wrister. That's blocked. Veronic was looking for it. And it was blocked there by, I believe it was Mowerkirk. And now the pass going to go to Waldner on the near side here at the penalty box area. It's going to be chipped away. Snyder going to throw it to the other side. Just going to be thrown in. I believe they were looking for a change. No, not yet. A little bit of a line change though. How many players are on the ice here for the Wildcats? There is 5 now. And I believe it's Perkin with it. Perkin trying to stay with it. Macbeth trying to push her around to maybe make her lose it for a second. It's going to be back at the blue line now for Fry. Fry whiffs it. Keeps it on the blue line. It's staying in. The ref's call. And it's going to go the other way now. Mowerkirk has Linz with her. Marker gonna throw it all the way down around the boards to Linz. Linz trying to center it. Boulanger. Linz still there as Boulanger playing the center. Robertson going all the other way. Holmson chipped it all the way off the boards, and that will be an icing. 9:01 left to go here in the second, and this has been action-packed going both ways, and the battles here, even in the boards, and trying to just chip it out to center. It's been pretty decent packing here for action. You guys are action junkies. Well, here you go. Face off to the right of Hees. Face off one. Boulanger gonna go in after it. Gonna go to the stick camera, looking for a centering shot. Save made by Hees. And trying to go the other way now. A little bit of contact there. And it's still going the other way. Robertson. Ooh, a little bit of a hold, a little bit up high there. Puck's gonna go to Boulanger. Boulanger was trying to pass it, leaves it for Zubik, and now Mann has possession of it. The man on the near side, a little bit of a battle between Mann and Zubik. Boulanger chipping it up, trying to get it to Lynn, or to Zubik, can't. And so it's going to be Henwood with it now. Henwood on the near side, making her way to the zone on the outside, looking for a backdoor shot, and it goes in the back of the net. A nice play there from the Wildcats. It's 3-1. Again, a nice play from Henwood, pushing all the way to the outside. Just cutting in to the inside just a little bit to pass it over to Habrunik for the back door. Would you look at that play? Again, a really nice setup from Henwood to go all the way on the outside here. Try and push it as low as she can and push it over to Habrunik. And she's going to find the back of the net, and she's going to get credit for that one. Face off at center. Won by the Capitals, but it's already jumped on by Twardick. And it's going to go the other way. And it's now going to go back to the Wildcats. They're going to call icing on this, I believe. And they do. Like I said, Addison Henwood finding London Habrunik on the back door on that goal. And she's going to lift it over Bailey Schwartz's blocker. And the face-off will be to the right of Shannon Hees. And it's going to be won by the Capitals. Trying to push it. Can't, but it's going to be Hyde. A little bit of a wrister. Glove down by Hees for the whistle. 21-11 the shots now in total, favoring the Wildcats, who also have a 3-1 lead over the Central Plains Capitals. A whole line change as well for the Wildcats now. Face off to the right of Hees again. And the face off won by the Wildcats, trying to push it up the near side boards with Franklin. It's going behind the net. Schnell chasing after it. Schnell on the far side, a little bit of a tie-up as well. It's going to be pushed out. Smith trying to get it out. Can't, so Smith's going to have to grab it again. Sending it over to Waldner. Waldner gets it out. Trying to get through, it does. Liver after it. It's a little bit of a flip there by Schwartz out towards the near side. That's going to be jumped on already. Looking for a shot. Over the net. Doesn't go to play. Doesn't hit the boards. It's going to be to the blue line for Fry. Fry, a shot. Wide of the net. It's going to be Liver. Franklin was calling for a pass, but Liver decides to push it back towards the corner. Franklin keeping it in with an attacker on, though. Ray going to help out a little bit of a battle there. Fry going to try and have to keep it in. It's just going to bounce out of the zone, so she's going to have to regroup. And Fry passing over to Franklin. Franklin cutting to the middle. A shot from Franklin blocked by Frost, and it's going to be Perkin on it now. Frost losing her balance. Franklin making some moves, and it's going to come out of the zone. And it's going to have to be chased down now by Holmson, and she's going to send it over to Mann. Mann almost getting a stick on it. It's going to go right through into the zone, though. It's going to be pushed back. Mann has a chance now, passing it over. Henwood. Henwood, a backdoor shot for Holmson. She can't find it. It's going to go behind the net. A little bit of a chase here. Henwood going to chase in after it, though, to keep it in. Trying to keep it in now. The Wildcats are succeeding to. It's going to be shoveled back down more towards the goal line by Robertson. And Miralith trying to get it out. Can't. And it is going to get out. Perkin just gonna shove it over to Robertson, and Robertson gonna dump it in. And it's gonna be a chance here. Long lead pass up to Linz. Linz just gonna shovel it in. Snyder behind her own net. Gonna pass it up to the far side. It's gonna be Habrunik. Zubik gonna take it at the blue line. A shot from Zubik. It's gonna hit Bronik's stick and go into the corner. Capitals playing a little bit of a closer aggression here. And the puck's gonna get around. Cameron gonna go play it. And Cameron gonna take it behind her own net. But careful as Twardik is there. And it's gonna get out. Nice pass there from Zubik all the way to Mowerkirk. Mowerkirk trying to get around the defense. Nice wraparound. Has a pass in the slot. Mowerkirk gonna push it to Shantz. Mowerkirk gonna lose their balance. A chance as well. Shantz pushing it towards the net. Goes just ahead of he's a stick. Mowerkirk now shoveling it down low towards Cameron. Cameron gonna make a move. Gonna be a little bit of a losing balance, both of them. And Boulanger gonna grab it. Boulanger, and we're gonna have a little bit of a battle now. As that's gloved down there by Henwood. Or no, that was Snyder, sorry. And now we got a 3-on-2 potentially. Flip the other way now. Boulanger had Cameron ahead, passes it over there to Mowerkirk. And Mowerkirk offer a change. Boulanger and Cameron as well. New line change for the Capitals. Looking for a lead pass there to Twardik. Gets to it, and it's going to be thrown in. Schwartz out to play it. It's going to go up the near side. Franklin was coming in to try and keep it down low. It's going to stay there. Franklin was looking at a battle. Decided to stay back, and it's going to be flipped out the other way. It's going to be a race now. Taryn jumping on the backhand. Tripped up. And there's no call for it. A chance now. Oh, and it's almost finding its way to the net. Blocked in front by the stick. I believe that was Franklin's stick. She just got a piece on it. Passed down to Frost at the blue line. A shot wide of the net. Smith gonna grab it. Look to throw it more towards the near side. She does. But it's gonna be turned over. Legal cutting to the outside. Legal far side pass. Looking for a lane off the helmet of Hees. Play is gonna continue. Trying to keep it in. Believe that's Marganet. It's gonna come out towards center ice now. It's gonna be Holmson. Holmson driving to the outside, turning it back around to the outside. Passing it Franklin or Waldner, trying to get it back to Mann. Gonna decide no, we're gonna pass it over to Henwood. Henwood has Mann on the other side. Mann gonna take Henwood's spot and go back to where she originally was. Henwood still have it. Back door, a shot tipped in front by Capital stick. Perkin trying to push it out to Holmson. Holmson gonna get it to Henwood. Henwood gonna shovel it back down low. Perkin there. Perkin trying to pass it to Robertson. Robertson going to help. Man at the blue line. Passing it to Perkin. Perkins. She's got a chance here. Perkin looking for the back door. Doesn't find its way there. Man coming in from the blue line to try and keep it in. It's gonna sneak out. Henwood with possession. 4 in the zone, looking for a centering pass. Doesn't find its way there. And it's going to be Mowerkirk with possession. Turned over. Stick check there. Taburin just going to shoot it in. Mowerkirk leaves it there. Boulanger, lead pass Cameron. Cameron trying to push it ahead to get a breakaway. Can't. Going to be a bit of a tie-up here, though. Cameron trying to knock it loose. Boulanger watching, trying to make sure it does not come loose. Then get to a Wildcat stick. Cameron still holding it. It's going to go to the stick of Boulanger, pushing it through the skates of Bronick. It's going to be turned over, though. Brunick going to just decide to fire it, and it's going to exit the zone. And it was Twardik who decided to go after it. Doesn't make its way there. Capital's going to enter the zone again with possession. That's going to come out towards center. It's going to be Twardik. Long pass over to Mann. Or, no. It was Brunick, sorry. Kept in by Snyder. Pushing it down low. Shearer's shot. Or is that Astle? I believe that was Astle. I don't believe I've seen the Ada Shearer yet so far. It's going to be a bit of a battle there. Fry keeping it in. Franklin at the blue line walking in, trying to keep it in. So is Franklin, I believe. It's going to be, or that was Waldner, sorry. Liver going to try and push the Capitals to make a mistake in their own territory. And it's going to be Zubik bringing it out with 35 seconds left to go in the second. It's going to go back, and Liver going to grab possession of it. Liver bumps it up ahead. Waldner looking to get it over, can't. Ray going to throw down low behind the net. Zubik going to try and bank it off the boards. And it's going to come loose. It's going to be Liver with it. 13 seconds. Liver still has possession of it. And she's going to flip it in. 7 seconds left. Schwartz out to play it. Leaves it behind. Going to come to the near side for Ray. 2 seconds left. And that's going to do it for the second period of play as Taryn tries to shoot it in just before the buzzer. And there's not even close. 3-1 Wildcats lead. And the shots are 22-12 in favor of the Wildcats. As we're going to take our intermission here. And we will be back here for the third period of action in just a bit. And welcome back to Portage at the beautiful Stride Place, home of the Portage Terriers. Zamboni just doing the last trip here, and he's going to head to the gate, not for a penalty, but so we can get this third period of action underway. And the Wildcats jumping up the leaderboard already, 3-1. The Capitals still trying to find a way back into this hockey game. They scored the one earlier on, but since then the Wildcats taking possession of all of them, and they're up right now 3-1. A look over later on after this game, we're going to have a great matchup between the Winnipeg Ice and the Prince Albert Northern Bears, and bringing that one to you is going to be Graham. And again, it's going to be the Winnipeg Ice taking on the Prince Albert Northern Bears here at 5:15 p.m. CST. And again, the call on that's going to be going over to Graham here. And again, a nice little look at that logo in the middle. Always in center here for the Portage Terriers. This is the home of the Portage Terriers also. They play in a league called the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. And I will say, this game though has been the action of like an MJHL game. Trust me, I've seen a couple of those in my career so far. Or should I say my lifespan. Again, so Zamboni is heading off, lifts all that snow off. Coaches make their way to the bench. And I see the Capitals already here. It looks like Bailey Schwartz going to lead them out again. I mean, it's only right since she is the goalie in net. And it looks like the ref is there in Gino's tunnel. She's going to head out, put the net on for one side, and it's going to be the Capitals zone, I believe. Yeah, because the Capitals are the home team for this game. The other ref following behind her, and Bailey Schwartz leading out the Capitals. And I believe the Wildcats will be coming out right behind them. But the refs making their way out to the ice. The Capitals almost all on the ice. Looking to find a little bit of a spark here to get back into this hockey game. And again, this is only game 11 here. I believe there was 24, scheduled between this weekend. With either 11 or with either 24 or 22. 22 games, 11 teams, I believe all teams face each other twice then, if my math is correct. And I believe they're both playing as home and an away team, I believe. I don't know if that's right though, but both teams at least getting a couple games in though. As the Wildcats and the Capitals are out. I believe the Wildcats are just waiting for their coaches. And again, Nickelback's burning to the ground on the PA system. 22-12 were the total shots after 40 minutes of play, with the score being 3-1 as well after 40. And the whistle is blown, I believe. The hand is up, signaling the goalies, hey, you ready? The Wildcats sending out their line now. As they're getting towards center, a little bit of noise here from the Capitals and the Wildcats as we're getting ready for the third, and the puck is dropped. That's going to be won by the Capitals. Looks like Taryn was wanting to chip it in. Or Martin, sorry. Played back to the blue line. Henwood playing across to Fry. Fry a shot, blockered away, and up into the netting and out of play. As Bailey Schwartz making the big save with the blocker. As that one goes out of play. The ref just got an extra puck here from the the penalty box area. Face off to the left of Schwartz, won by the Wildcats. Back to the zone is Franklin, throwing it back down low for Perkin. Perkin chasing after it. She doesn't have enough. Fry trying to keep it in. It's going to come out of the zone. Chance now for the Capitals. Taryn, a little shot. Glove down by Heath for the whistle. Caught it straight out of the air. Didn't let go of it. causing a whistle. But the Capitals already looking to strike early in the third. Face off to the left of Hees. Looks like Frost playing the right line. And her partner there in loose. And I believe that's Macbeth. Or no, that's Hyde. Pass across now towards center. Liver crossing to the near side. Schwartz looking to leave it there. Schwartz, a little bit of a push there. Liver got in the way of Schwartz trying to return to her crease, so Liver is just going to get knocked over. Liver, though, on the puck now. It's going to be pushed towards the goal line, and Frost on it. Push back to Liver. Liver to Henwood. Henwood, a little bit of a move. Dancing the blue line as well, trying to get around Mokirk, and she throws it behind. Smith looking for a chance to at least push it back towards the blue line, and it gets back. Henwood at the blue line, throwing it again down low. Frost gonna push it back. Henwood at the blue line again. Two players changed for the Wildcats in the meantime. Smith trying to throw it, I believe that was towards the blue line. Gets off a stick and hits Schwartz there. Astle on it. Henwood's gonna change as well. I believe that was also Smith changing as well. Two players enter the play, and it's just out of the reach there for Ava Snyder, and it's gonna be an icing though. A minute and 56 seconds into the third. The Wildcats are not backing down. They're going to try and put as much pressure to make it as possible for the Capitals to get back in this game. Face off to the right of Schwartz, won by the Wildcats. Going to be shot on there by Snyder. Just wide. It's passed down low to Bronick at the blue line. Bronick looking to pass it as well down low. Little wraparound. Brunick throwing it behind. Dordick trying to make sure it doesn't go any further than herself. Just back towards the goal line. It's going to be a little bit of a battle. It's going to be thrown around. Hyde throwing it up ice. Perkin trying to keep it in. It's going to be a Capitals try here. It's going to be pushed towards the corner. And Cameron still going in after it. And it's going to be thrown up ice. Kept in by Macbeth. Thrown back towards the goal line and around to the other far corner. I believe that pass was for Ava Snyder. But instead, it's going to be thrown back into the zone. Schnell going to try and play it and keep it in. She's knocked down. And back out towards the Capital zone for an icing. I believe the Wildcats almost got their line change if it wasn't iced. So a little bit of a tired group of the Wildcat line pairings here. Face-off going to end up to the right of Hees. It's going to be a little bit of a tie-up. Won by the Capitals. Trying to push it out, though, for a heavy attack from the Wildcats. A shot on. Glove down and out of the glove. And it's going to go back the other way. Like I said, they're not always that tired, but Perkin going to push ahead. Cutting to the middle. To the outside. Trying to cut back to the middle. Can't. And Holmson trying to pick up a shot. As Perkin did lose possession of it. Back to the blue line. It's Franklin. Fry holding the blue line all by herself. Now Perkin realizing, hey, it's still open. She's going to try and get back to that blue line. Holmson also going to try and push towards the 16 there of Chloe Macbeth. Push to the center, no one there, and it's going to exit the zone. And it's going to be a line change here. Perkin getting off, but Henwood getting back on. Henwood entering the zone. A little bit of a move there for Macbeth, trying to delay her. Back to the blue line, no one there. And they're going to have to regroup. I believe Wallner saw someone was holding that blue line. And now it's going to be a chance. Man, going to enter the zone on the near side. Getting a little bit of a trouble there from Zubik. She's going to get around that. Drop pass all the way to the blue line for Liver. Liver going to throw it all the way around again. Smith trying to knock it loose. Comes back to the blue line. A wrister. Blocked in front by Lenz. They're going to try and send up for Laycock. Laycock had it, but knocked away by Henwood. And Henwood going to throw it back into the zone. 15-19 left to go here in the third. It's going to be thrown back. Trying to keep it in. It's going to just exit the zone. And Waldner going to throw it back. Bronick passing it over to Henwood. And Henwood still has it. And it's going to be passed over. Trying to keep it in. They can. Trying to get it back in. They do. It's going to be a chance here. Brunick tripped up on the play. Trying to keep it in though. It's Bronick. Or these numbers look so the same. It's Bronick on the defense now though. Taryn going in after the puck. It's going to be Mireless. Puck is still loose though. And it's going to be Twardick jumping on it. Thrown behind the net for Bronick. Bronick leaves it. And it was Brunick throwing it back. And now it's a little bit of a breakout here. Astle behind the net looking for a pass. Ends up on Twardick's stick. Twardick looking for a slot play. Blockered away or pushed away by Schwartz actually. Still has possession if it comes out to neutral territory. And it's going to be Robertson's possession and it's going to fly out. Fry there. The bouncing puck entering back into the zone. And Frost has possession. Looking for a pass I believe. Goes all the way. It was either a pass or looking at least hit Shannon Hayes. So it wouldn't be an icing. But indeed it is. And it's going to be to the right of Bailey Schwartz. Shots 23-13 in favor of the Wildcats. With 13:56 to go. And the face-off tie-up in the skates there of Jaden Holmson. And it's pushed out of the zone. Franklin getting pressured by Linz. Martin trying to keep it in, can't. Boulanger somehow finds it the way to Martin. And gonna go behind the net. Gonna be challenged, I believe. It's gonna be behind the net now. Long far side pass, turnover here. Push to the stick of Cameron, a shot by Boulanger, glove down by Hughes for the whistle. 13:21 left to go in the third. And if it does even end up a tie, that's going to do it. If it is, it would be a tie game final. Face off to the left of Hughes. A little bit of a bouncing puck there. It's won by the Wildcats, pushed behind. Man, going to grab possession, push it up there. Waldner passing it ahead, was looking for Liver. Somehow thought it ended up Liver though. Looking for a centering pass to a moving Smith, I believe. And Smith's just going to chuck it back into the zone. Thrown up ahead. Legal. Wildcats going to throw it back. Legal going to go off for a change. Henwood trying to find a lane. She does. To the outside. Henwood high and wide of the net. Pushed in now. Macbeth has it. Don't know. Might have been trying to throw it out, but it does get out to neutral territory. Bronick throwing across. Now it's going to go up ice. It's Brunick. Brunick looking to get it on net. She does. It is covered by Bailey Schwartz for the whistle. Across from us, it looks like, I believe that's the Winnipeg Avros. I believe they currently have the lead over the Prince Albert Northern Bears. I believe. Don't quote me on that, though. Could be the opposite way around. Back at the blue line. Dumped all the way in around the boards. And Twardick trying to get there. She does. Holding her girl down. Making sure now it's going to go the other way. Capitals holding theirs down. Twardick trying to pop it loose. It's not. Bronick going to shoot it back down behind the net. And Brunick behind the net now. Had it, and Schnell has possession. Nope. It's going to be turned over already. I believe that was Shearer. Looking for a chance now. A shot down low. Sharp angle. Save made by Schwartz, sorry. Looking for a little bit of something here. They're both going to lose balance here at center ice. And Zubik with it, trying to twist and turn around her defenseman. Blocking her. Of Twardick. Zubik going to fire it in. Wide of the net. Snyder throwing it all the way behind the net for Holmson. A little bit of fresh legs for the Capitals. It's going to be Hyde going in after it. Hyde has two defensemen guarding her, passing it up to Laycock. Through center, Laycock kicking to the outside, near side though. I think you guys probably can see it differently maybe. I don't know. Perkin has it on her stick though. Entering through middle ice. Perkin trying to keep it on her stick and gets checked by two Capitals, and she's going to lose possession though. A little bit of a battle though. Fry trying to pop it loose. It's loose. Perkin pass over Robertson. Robertson a shot. Loose in front. Rebound. And it's in the back of the net. Holmson and Robertson trying to push it all the way as much as they can. I believe Holmson had the initial shot. Schwartz made the save, but it popped loose to find Robertson sitting there in the back door. And she's going to score it. It is now 4-1 Wildcats lead. Center ice face-off won by the Capitals. 10:35 left to go. It's Macbeth passing it up to Laycock. Laycock passing it ahead to Ray, or Cameron. And it's going to come out towards center. And Legault's going to play it. Legault twisting and turning. Chips it off the boards. And it's going to find Henwood. Cameron trying to let it come loose. It kind of does, but it's going to stay on the stick of the Wildcats. Waldner trying to push it forward, and Capital trying to push it out, and it's going to go into the Wildcats bench. And we are going to get a whistle here with 10:07 left to go in the third. The shots are 26-13 in favor of the Wildcats. Outside the Wildcat bench and blue line. Face-off won by the Capitals. Macbeth has it at center ice, trying to chip it in. It goes off of Bernick's stick. It does end up behind the net. Snyder was pushing it around her net as well. I believe that's, can't see. You gotta try and knock it loose. Oh, it's gonna be a dead whistle already. I don't think there will be a line change. Face-off will be to the left of Hees. Gonna be a bit of a tie-up, and the Wildcats get possession, trying to push to the blue line. Macbeth is sitting there though. So Baronic gonna pass it behind her net. Let's see, it's a centering pass. A little bit of a rusher now. Astle trying to cut to the middle, trying to get around still. And she does, as she's on both knees, trying to play it. And it's gonna try and go the other way. Off of Boulanger's stick. And back in the Capital zone for Macbeth. Longley pass up to Martin, but it was like a wrist shot pass. No icing on the play, so Fry gonna have to continue playing it. Holmson kept in by Zubik, but it comes out momentarily and it goes back in. He's gonna leave it in the corner for Fry. Fry trying to pass it up ahead, trying again. Doesn't get it to work. Taryn on the puck. A wraparound chance, looking for a backdoor shot. Rebound, loose in front, jamming around, a whole bunch of banging and slashing, a whole bunch trying to get it in there. A little bit of a shove there after by Holmson as well. And it's always, I don't know why, they always call it protect your goalie. Even if someone's trying to slow down in front of them, they don't like it. They try and protect your goalie at all costs. It's going to be a line change for the Wildcats. Face off to the left of Hees. Won by the Capitals, going through the back skate and out to center ice. Trying to chip it over to Shantz. It's got deflected in the meantime and thrown all the way down. Schwartz going to play it. Mowerkirk going in and try and keep it moving at least. Bit of a scrum there. Liver getting it loose momentarily until Sharon's going to go back and try and knock it in. Pass back to Henwood. Henwood walking a shot, blocked by Mowerkirk. And going to go out towards neutral territory. Henwood getting pressured though by Taryn. Taryn going to turn behind her own net and try and pass it up ahead to Waldner. She does. Wallner looking for who was that? Let's see. She was looking for Smith. And Franklin gonna have it all in her own zone. Looking for a pass. Goes through both sticks that attempted to stop it. And it's gonna be an icing to cancel the Wildcats line change. Looks like face-off will be to the left of Heath. And it will. 7:42 left to go here in the third. 26-15 the shots in favor of the Wildcats. And the face-off won by the Wildcats. Took him behind their own net by Henwood. And Henwood with a charge trying to push it in. It's an onside play. And the Wildcats on a change. And I do see an icing call again as well here now. And this face-off's going to go to the left of Schwartz. $7:27 left to go here in the third. And the face-off's dropped. It's going to be a little bit of a tie-up. The Wildcats do have possession. Pushing it back toward it. Unable to get there. It's going to be turned all the way around by Frost. Looking for Ray. Ray pushes it ahead. Baronic on its neutral territory. Baronic looking for a pass. Bounces it off the boards. Trying to find Baronic, I believe. And it's going to go back to Baronic. Cross ice to Man. Man up to Perkin. Leaving the pass for chance here. Baronic trying to get a clean shot. Can't. Rebound. Loose in front. And it's going to go all the way around now. Fry gonna try and hustle, keep it in. She does. Fry, shot on, blocked by a skate. Pass back to Fry. Looking for a pass there, give and go. Fry off her skate, out of the zone. Fry gonna go take it back to her own territory, and was looking for Franklin. And Franklin couldn't get it cleanly. A little bit of a chance here now. Holmson trying to get around the D, can't. And Capitals are gonna grab possession and try and take it the other way. It's going to be a bit of a battle, but it's Perkin now. Perkin has someone backdoor and behind her now for defense. Perkin keeping with it, trying to keep it moving, and it's going to go out to center. And the goal, playing it off the board. 6 minutes left to go here. Fry trying to chip it back towards the far side for Franklin. She does. Looking for a pass up head. Just kept in at the line. Wide of the net. Original shot by Macbeth. Chance Miraless looking for a centering pass. No one there. And it's a great chance here for Robertson to use some speed. A shot on. Wide of the net. It's going to go to Macbeth. Looking for Laycock. A little bit of bouncing puck. Lynn's going to hop on and help her out for it. Move more into the Wildcat zone. It's going to go Miraless in the corner. Pushing it loose. Trying to push back to the blue line. Can't. It's a potential 3-on-2 now for the Wildcats. Back the other way. Looking for a fake. She does. Entering the zone. Looking for a chance. 5-hole rebound there. And it doesn't hit the net. It's pushed back to the blue line though. Snyder. A shot. Kick pad saved by Schwartz. I don't think it got all the way to her though. But no matter what it was, it's all the way in the Wildcat zone now. Snyder looked to wind it up. And it's a pass up ahead. Wrapped all the way around by Smith. Gonna be chased down. Looks like it's kept in at the blue line. That's Snyder, I believe it is. No, that might be Baronic at the blue line, keeping it in. Push down low to Franklin. And it's gonna get on the stick of Liver. Trying to keep and push it out to her teammates. It's gonna be a bit of a stick battle there as well. Now Baronic pushing it down low into a battle that's already happening. Now she's gonna go and get it back. But Runik's got Hemwood at the blue line if she needs. But it's going to stay in the battle. Trying to knock it loose, they do. Bounce off the boards, trying to get it out. Macbeth does. Gets to center ice. And it's going to be Snyder tailing back. Has the attacker and Martin on her. And it's going to go the other way. Taryn trying to make it so they can't grab it. And she does successfully. It's going to go the other way. Hemwood looking for a long lead pass there, all the way for Astle. As it goes all the way behind the net. Schwartz gonna leave it there. A little bit of a miscommunication. The Wildcats, they had two of them going in. but it's a chance. It was a pass intended for Martin, and she just couldn't get it cleanly. It's rifled in there by Frost, and he's gonna leave it for man. Gonna go far side pass up along the blue line. Left back looking for Bronick. Right behind Bronick. She's gonna have to go back and try and play it. It's tipped in by Capital. No icing. It's gonna be Perkin on it. Perkin looking for a centering pass. Doesn't make its way all the way to the net cleanly. Trying to keep it down low there with Perkin. As now it's going to be Fry trying to keep it in. She can. She's going to push it. Mowerkirk pushing it to the far side there for Marginet. It's in the corner. 2:53 left to go here in the third. Perkin passing it up ahead. Robertson losing possession. Just a little bit of a bouncy puck issue there. And it's going to come back the other way now. Legal drawing all the way around. Wraparound chance. It's in! Wraparound play by that was Chloe McBeth with the wraparound. Or was it? No, I was not wrong originally. It was Face Legal with a wraparound play. And she's going to get it just beside the left pad of Heaves and in the back of the net. And it's 4-2. Wildcats still holding on to the lead with 2:37 left to go. And the opening face-off at center ice, sorry. Going to be thrown back in. Thrown across and thrown. Was for Waldner, but it gets onto another stick. And that's Liver's stick. Liver pushing it all the way around the net. A little bit of a wraparound. Drops it to Henwood at the blue line. Henwood gotta do a little walk the blue line. Can't. Pass over from Liver to Snyder. Gloved up by Schwartz. And that was a quick little glove it up. Don't let it out. The shot's now 30-16 in favor of the Wildcats. The face-off will be to the left of Schwartz with 2:09, to the right, sorry. And the face-off to the right of Schwartz, 2:09 left to go here in the third. The Capital looking for a little push here still. A little bit of tie-up. Twardick. It's going to be a bit of a battle there in the corner. And it's going to go back to Henwood. Henwood a shot. All wide of the net. Hassel going in after as well. Keep it in. They keep it in. It's going to hit the stick there. I believe that's Sabrunik. And a little bit of losing balance there. Zubik going to have to step in and grab it with 1:40 left to go. Zubik going to take it up the far side. Crossing center ice and into the blue line. It's going to go to the outside. Zubik still in possession of it. Zubik, a chance, backhand. Oh, and it's just wide of the net. Could have made it a one-goal game here, but it was just a little bit wide, but it's kept in over near the ringette line. A shot. It's gloved down. Henwood going to take it out. Lintz had an initial shot, and they're going to try and turn the other way. There is an empty net for the Capital as well. Mearless, near side. Trying to push it down low, and they do. It's going to be Bronick. 1 minute left to go. It's flipped out of play with 54.6 seconds left to go here in the third. In what has been a Wildcat pushing, but the Capital's pushing harder to try and get some potential threats in back. Face-off, I believe, will be to the right of Hees. And I believe there's going to be a timeout called here by the Capitals with 54.6 seconds left. And it is timeout Capitals. Again, the next game here, it's going to be 5:15 with the Winnipeg Ice taking on the Prince Albert Northern Bears. That one's going to be coming to you as Graham's going to be giving you the call for that one. And again, that one's starting at 5:15. As this game still continuing though. 54.6 seconds. Capitals do call a timeout as they have an empty net and a chance to get back in this game. The face-off will be to the right of Hees. And they're going to break the timeout here. 54.6. Do the Capitals have a chance for one last push? We're going to find out here. And again, empty net for an extra attacker for the Capitals. The face-off, it's going to be pulled back to the blue line now. A shot high of the net. I believe that was Hyde who took the shot. Frost trying to keep it in. It's a race for it. Cameron going to grab it. Got to be careful because the empty net. Frost looking to pass it across. Can't. It's going to go to the stick of Baronic. Baronic going to take it behind her own net and throw it around. Man going to turn back again. 23 seconds left to go. Trying to draw the forwards, I believe. It's going to be Frost at the blue line, though. Shooting it down low. Hits off Linz's stick. And Baronic going to trail it all the way around. And I believe they're just going to hold it here. 10 seconds left to go. Make it 6 now. And that's going to do it here, folks, for a game between the Wildcats and the Capitals that ends up in a Wildcats win 4-2 the final. Shots on net, 30 for the Wildcats, 16 for the Capitals. And that's a great game to take a little break here. As again, the next game is going to be the Winnipeg Ice versus the Prince Albert Northern Bears here. That's going to be coming in 20 minutes, 25, give or take. The traditional handshake line. And for Anthony Bailey, I appreciate everyone coming to watch this games here at the Central Plains Showcase. For the crew here on this game, we are signing out. Again, thank you for watching.